Hello, Michael here. Looking today at Psalms 83 for a devotion, a psalm which may be subtitled, O God, keep not silence. And we're focusing on the first 5 verses here for the exposition. Let's go ahead and read those verses. Verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. 4. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, and the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. And so as we look to the treasure of David for the exposition, let's go ahead and read verse 1 again. Keep not thou silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. And Spurgeon pens, Keep not thou silence, O God. Man is clamorous, be not thou speechless. He rails and reviles, will not thou reply? One word of thine can deliver thy people. Therefore, O Lord, break thy quiet, and let thy voice be heard. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. Here the appeal is to El, the mighty one. He is entreated to act and speak, because his nation suffers and is in great jeopardy. How entirely the psalmist looks to God. He asks not for a leader bold and brave, or for any form of human force, but casts his burden upon the Lord, being well assured that his eternal power and Godhead could meet every difficulty of the case. And verse 2 that reads, For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Spurgeon writes, For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They are by no means sparing of their words. They are like a hungry pack of dogs, all giving tongue at once. So sure are they of devouring thy people, that they already shout over the feast, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Confident of conquest, they carry themselves proudly, and exalt themselves as if their anticipated victories were already obtained. These enemies of Israel were also God's enemies, and are here described as such by way of adding intensity to the argument of the intercession. The adversaries of the church are usually a noisy and boastful crew. Their pride is a brass which always sounds, a cymbal which is ever tinkling. In verse 3 that reads, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against the hidden ones. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Whatever we may do, our enemies use their wits and lay their heads together. In united conclave, they discourse upon the demands and plans of the campaign, using much treachery and serpentine cunning in arranging their schemes. Malice is cold-blooded enough to plot with deliberation and pride. Though it be never wise, it is often allied with craft, and consulted against the hidden ones. Hidden away from all harm are the Lord's chosen. Their enemies think not so, but hope to smite them. They might as well attempt to destroy the angels before the throne of God. In verse 4 that reads, They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, and the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. Easier said than done. Yet it shows how thoroughly goings are the foes of the church. Theirs was a policy of extermination. They laid the axe at the root of the matter. Rome has always loved this method of warfare, and hence she has gloated over the massacre of Bartholomew and the murders of the Inquisition, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They would blot them out of history as well as out of existence. Evil is intolerant of good. If Israel would let Edom alone, yet Edom cannot be quiet, but seeks like its ancestor to kill the chosen of the Lord. Men would be glad to cast the church out of the world, because it rebukes them, and is thus a standing menace to their sinful peace. And verse 5 reads, For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are hearty and unanimous in their designs. They seem to have but one heart, and that a fierce one, against the chosen people and their God. They are confederate against thee. At the Lord himself they aim through the sides of his saints. They make a covenant and ratify it with blood, resolutely banding themselves together to war with the mighty God. Oh, hallelujah! How cunning and vicious are the enemies that would erase us from remembrance. But praise be to our God. He stands sure forevermore. At our defense, he's our all in all. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be